Welcome back to Rabid Noise on Rabbit Radio. My guest on the program now is the frontman for one of the most influential bands on the planet. And here to talk about their amazing new album, At War with the Reality, is Tomas Lindberg from At the Gates. How's it going tonight, man?
Hey, everything's fine, yeah? How about you?
Yeah, very, very good, thanks, man. You know, it's been 19 years between studio albums. How is it getting back into writing mode for At the Gates after so long?
I think it's just, you got to put yourself in a certain mind frame. We realized pretty early on that we were going to, be hindered by the fact if we were trying to write a follow-up to the last album specifically. So we just wrote, freely and just saw where that took us, really. But, playing so much live on this reunion tour we've been doing, and playing all the old songs, it's like that kind of At the Gates vibe has kind of been internalized within us more, and that's kind of like, I think that's one of the main reasons why it was not so hard, actually.
So when you were touring and things like that, were you riding on the road and just getting excited about playing together again?
Well, no, we didn't actually ride on the road that much. Since we started riding, we didn't do that many shows, actually. But I'd say it's more like, playing together as a live unit kind of sparks, a creative atmosphere anyway, even if you're not specifically riding. And I think that kind of like grew on us individually, but then it had to have one spark to set the whole project up. And that was actually Anders just sending, like like bands usually do, like the guitar player sends the singer a track and says, do you like this or not? And yeah, I was totally into it.
That's awesome, man. Well, would you say that, you and the guys, the friendship's been stronger since you've been playing together again?
Definitely. I mean, we always stayed friends. There was no real drama or anything, back in the day or between the two periods of the band. But I would say, like, right now, because we became friends during the formative years, and then, getting back together now and we're, pretty, at least more mature, kind of, it's a perfect thing for us. We know each other really well. We're almost like brothers, but also we're old enough to, give ourselves some space and all that, and listen to people, not just talk yourself, Yes. So our friendship is really, really strong, I would say.
So, well, the album was produced by Frederick Nordstrom. How was it working with him again?
Well, it was fairly easy, and that was the whole idea of it, because we choose Frederick because we were very prepared for this album, musically. We had to be really meticulous about all the details and song arrangements and rehearsing and everything. So we came into the studio really prepared, and we, with so much better musicians than we were back in the day. So we could rely on a lot of stuff, like that, but still we understood that we needed to get some real passionate takes out of ourselves, and to deliver stuff like that, you've got to open yourself up emotionally. And when you do that, you need to be around people that you trust, you feel natural with. And that's why we choose Frederick, because we worked with him before and he's a very natural kind of guy. There's no stress, so that's why we choose Frederick. But then we choose Jens Bogren to mix the album, because we thought, mixing with Frederick would be, I think both us and him would be trying too hard not to make it sound like Slaughter of a Soul. So maybe that would hinder that process that both us and him had been involved in that album. So we'd rather send it out to someone else and see what a different person came up with. And the combination between Frederick's great basic sounds and Jens' magic fingers, that was what we were after, and that's what we got.
I think that's a winning combination there. Both those guys are so good at what they do. Especially, what was the last? I can't remember what the last album I heard Jens do, apart from your album, but it was amazing.
I think he did the Arch Enemy record as well, the last one.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, it was. Yeah. Awesome work, man. Awesome. I'd love to work with that guy.
The thing is, what he does is bring out, the actual band, because a lot of producers now, modern metal producers, they're great, but they have a special sound. If you go to one guy, that's because you want to sound like another band that he's produced. But with Jens, it's like he takes out the essence of the band and really, focuses on that. I mean, Catatonia, Arch Enemy, M&MR, they all sound different, but strong, you know.
Yeah, I agree with you there for sure. He's one of my heroes for sure.
Yeah.
Well, you're also a teacher as well. So how do you find juggling between, being a touring muso and that job?
Well, I mean, it's more down to the logistics, I would say, and I get a very understanding, headmaster or whatever, like my boss, and also a very understanding band. So I think it works really well. Sometimes it's a little bit stressful, but as long as you keep your head together and, try to be the same person always, not stepping in and out of roles too much. Try to be the same kind of guy backstage at a metal show that I am, in the teacher's room, and that actually that helps, keeps you balanced. And also, it was a conscious decision for all of us to, keep our day jobs, for this record, because we didn't want to overdo this and lose interest or go into this, mindset that, you do shows just because you have to, wherever, to pay the rent. We don't want to do that. We want to have our day jobs to pay the rents. And then this is like a very exciting hobby, so that will keep us focused and alert and, keep our energy up.
That's a really cool way of looking at it. But do you get the post-gig blues when you have to go back to work?
Well, I enjoy my other work as well, really. So this the best of both worlds for me, really.
That's good. That is good. Do you get heaps of students come up wanting stuff signed and stuff like that?
No, not really. I mean, I'm in middle school and I'm in the what you would call projects, so they listen more to, hip hop and R&B and stuff like that. But I think it's cool, but that excitement wears off pretty easily. Just bring out the old word test and then it's back to normal.
That's awesome. Well, you kept yourself pretty busy over the years with heaps of different projects. Are you working on anything else at the moment apart from Out the Gates?
Well, this Sphere just got back together and started rehearsing again, writing songs, and that's really exciting. We got some great new jams. I've got like 2 or 3 other things that are happening, but they're very early in the process. But there's some musicians that I haven't worked with before that I'm starting to do some projects with, which will be really cool.
Can you spill the beans? Can you give us a hint?
No, not yet. The one will, one will be very dark and obscure and twisted, and one is more on the, weird alternative krautrock kind of thing, but with a hardcore touch. They're both very weird ones, but I won't spill the beans anymore until when it comes out.
I understand. Well, man, I can't wait to hear what you got cooking up. Well, one thing I have got to ask is when are we going to see you guys back in Australia?
Well, you never know. Well, I of course we're going to Australia on this record because the last time we were there, on the regular kind of reunion tour, it was amazing. And now when we have new songs to play for you guys, and we're really looking forward to it. But 2014 is not much left of 2014, so probably it will be somewhere 2015, hopefully on the early side of it, hopefully at least. We are planning some stuff right now, throwing some dates around and talking with agencies, so something will happen for sure.
That's exciting, because I sadly missed you guys last time. I was absolutely devastated, because there was one band I wanted to see live, and I was in another state.
No, we'll be back, yeah.
Oh, I'm excited to see you guys finally. Yeah, that's awesome news, man. Well, we're going to the title track, At War with Reality now. Look, thanks so much for hanging with us tonight, man, and really looking forward to getting those dates announced soon.
You will in the early 2015, I think it will be announced. So yeah, thank you much for having us. It's been a pleasure.